I declare this convocation of Westminster College open. Please remember to turn off your cell phones during the ceremony.
Will you pray with me, please? Holy One, on this day of endings and beginnings, this day where past, present, and future collide, on this graduation day, we stand before you, feet on the edge of what will be, eyes glancing back on years that have been, hearts full of promise and trepidation, certainty and ambiguity. Restless and resilient, we, your people, are ready. As step by step graduates walk across this stage, as words pour into memories and photographs record the transcendent power of all we are, all we hope to be, as bodies bend in hugs of joy and hands clasp with parting words, may it be your compassion resting upon our shoulders, your wisdom on our lips, your bold, audacious hope in our hearts. And on this day, this graduation day, may our very lives, our embodied selves, witness to the holy work you weave in our midst. We pray in the name of all that is holy, all that is sacred, all that is good. Amen. You may be seated.
Good afternoon. Members of the graduating class of 2017, parents, staff, faculty, friends of Westminster, and honored guests. As the chairman of Westminster's Board of Trustees, it is my privilege to welcome all of you to these commencement exercises honoring the graduating class of 2017. I want to begin by thanking President Akande, Dean Perry, and the other deans and members of the faculty, and all of our great staff for their contributions in making Westminster a special place where faculty and staff know who you are and always are there to support you. The members of the Board of Trustees and everyone who is part of the Westminster community have been focused on making this the finest educational institution possible, so that the years you spend with us will be among the most valuable years you will ever experience. We are proud that Westminster College has over 160 years of history in providing excellence in education, and now you are part of that legacy. And as you complete your educational journey here, it is our hope that you leave us prepared for success with a wealth of memories and friendships to last a lifetime. All of your hard work over the past few years has culminated in this day of celebration. All of those hours of thinking, discussing, writing, exploring, problem solving, striving, hoping, and dreaming have brought you to this moment. You should be very proud. We certainly are. But you didn't get to this point by yourselves. You've had lots of help from family and friends, Westminster faculty and staff, your coaches and mentors. So many people have poured their energy and support into your lives because they care so deeply about you. You should be very thankful, and we certainly are as well. Graduates, we applaud you, but just for a moment, please stand and take a moment to give a warm round of applause for those gathered here today who taught you, love you, and believe in you. Thank you. You may be seated. Our hope is that you leave here today with a lifelong hunger for learning that will make your search for knowledge a constant journey. We also hope that you leave here with the realization that there is a higher purpose beyond yourself, that freedom to live as we wish to live can only be possible if we do our part to make the world the one we want for ourselves. At Westminster, you've learned the importance of taking leadership roles in serving your community. You have mentored in the local schools. You have volunteered at area medical facilities, soup kitchens, and charitable organizations. You have raised money for worthy causes. You have cleaned up neighborhoods and made community improvements. Because of these experiences, you are well prepared to live lives of success, significance, and service. Today, I challenge you to go out and make that difference You will now not be judged by your grades, but by the quality of your character and competence. You are now a reflection of Westminster, your alma mater. Shine brightly and shine long. Never forget that the value of a liberal arts education lies not so much in what you know, although knowledge is important, but more so in what you are able to see, for in seeing you can act, and in acting you can make the world a little better for everyone. All of us here wish you well, class of 2017, as you leave us today to fulfill your dreams. Godspeed. Before I leave the podium, I have a special announcement to make. Every year at this time, we nominate a graduating senior to serve as a young trustee on our Board of Trustees. This young trustee works with the Board of Trustees members to support the college, stay active in the Westminster community, and share perspective of being a new alumni member. This young trustee serves for a 2-year term and is an ex officio member of the Board of Trustees Student Life Committee, Enrollment Committee, and other committees as determined by the board chair. I am pleased to announce that our newest young trustee is graduating senior Roberta Burns from Stoutsville, Missouri. Roberta, would you please stand so we can recognize you? Thank you, and I look forward to working with you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Mahima Podel from Kathmandu, Nepal, who is the president of the senior class.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the 2017 commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2017. Can all of you guys see me well? No? Okay, wait, give me a second. Okay, better? Yeah? Okay, much better. I can finally see all of your lovely faces. You know, in a lot of ways, coming to Westminster, and my time at Westminster has been like a stepping stool. It has helped me see the world and people with a little more clarity. Westminster has helped me grow as a person, well, not physically, but emotionally, intellectually, and in countless other ways. And I'm sure the graduating class of 2017 would agree that it has had a similar impact in all of your lives also. But regardless, Westminster is a place that we call our home, our sweet little Westmo. My decision to attend Westminster was very daunting. I was going to fly halfway across the globe to Middle America. That was insane. I was very anxious. However, it has been one of the most rewarding things or decisions that I've made in my entire life. One thing that I realized before I left Nepal to come to Westminster was that it wasn't really the distance that was frightening, but it was the fact that I was completely stepping out from the comfort of my home to a place where almost everyone was a stranger. As a freshman, having to form new friendships and relationships, having to endure dining hall food, shout out to Fresh Ideas though, and not being able to hug our parents or pets when we were upset whenever we wanted was the real struggle. Homesickness is a bug that even the Wellness Center cannot cure. However, with time, we all found a new home at sweet little Westminster, a place where our friends became our family. They became our sisters and our brothers, people who shared the highest of joys with us and shared our lowest sorrows so that we were always balanced. So cheers to you, friends. You have been one of the highlights of my entire life. Also, at a time when we were experimenting with autonomy, but weren't quite ready for the responsibilities that came with it, our teachers and staff at Westminster were a constant source of support and guidance. I cannot thank you enough for the patience, kindness, and wisdom that you have shared with us. And of course, the town of Fulton. that endured whatever loud music we played. It also endured the traffic jams we caused at the Taco Bell drive-thrus on random nights. For the past 4 years, the Fulton community has been one of the most generous hosts to all of us, so I would like to thank them as well. Who would have thought that a place would become so dear to us? While it seemed like the rest of the world was falling to pieces, the Westminster community was a place where we always felt safe and loved. But alas, like a Sunday at the end of a long weekend, here we are. I want to leave you all with a Sanskrit excerpt derived from a series of Eastern philosophical texts called the Upanishads. It goes something like this. Kamamaya ivayam purusa iti sa yatha kamo bhavati tatkratur bhavati. Yat kratur bhavati tat karma kurute, yat karma kurute tat abhisampadyate. The English translation goes something like this. As your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny. You are what your deepest driving desire is. Your presence has certainly transformed Westminster for the better. And I hope you all are driven by positivity and continue to have a positive impact no matter what community you end up becoming a part of. Getting to know all of you and working alongside all of you has been the greatest pleasures of my life. So class of 2017, buckle up, because this is our time to take another uncomfortably large step and step away from another home. However, this time, we know that Westminster has equipped us well to deal with whatever comes next. Cheers to all of you, good luck, and lots of love. It is now my pleasure to introduce Kristen Jackson, class of 2006, who is Vice President of the incoming President of our Westminster College Alumni Council.
Before I announce who is the seniors of the year for the class of 2017, I would like to take a moment and welcome the class of 2017 to the Westminster College Alumni Association. Your presence and your family at Westminster does not end or stop when you walk through the columns. Instead, it has just begun. You have the opportunity to reach out to incoming students and to participate in regional chapters of the Westminster College Alumni Association. So I hope to see each and every single one of you, no matter where you live or where you're going, or even if you don't know where you're going, to join us at our alumni events. So it is my pleasure to, sorry. Okay, sorry. First, I would like to have Miss Roberta Burns and her family please come to the podium. Roberta has served as a member of the prestigious Skulls of Seven. As president of the Student Ambassadors, she has led the effort to implement the first ever student donation fundraising campaign for the college entitled Giving Tuesday. She has chaired the concerts and comedy series for the Student Government Association, which is a massive responsibility to ensure that everything is set up for each of these productions. They are properly marketed properly, and the performers have everything they need. As Vice President of Tours for Student Foundation, she organized campus tours, wrote scripts for tour guides, and conducted over 120 tours herself, including tours of all the VIPs who came to campus. She has served as Vice President of Standards on behalf of her sorority, Kappa Kappa Gamma, and was a Pan-Hellenic delegate. As a sophomore, she was a resident assistant in Rice Hall. Her service record is just as stellar. She has volunteered time for activities at the Missouri School for the Deaf. She participated in college service days, packing backpacks for the Buddy Backpack program. She served in the local soup kitchen and volunteered for Habitat for Humanity. She has also worked on a national level with the National 4-H Conference to help build partnerships between HUD and youth programs. Roberta's academic record includes an impressive list of honor societies: Alpha Chi, Order of Omega, Alpha Lambda Delta, Omicron Delta Kappa, and Delta Mu Delta. She studied abroad one semester in Northern Ireland. She was a member of the Honors College and made the Dean's List every semester, maintaining a 4.0 grade point average. One of Roberta's nomination letters calls her the very face of Westminster College. From her 4 years of academic excellence, leadership, strong character, and service, I can think of no better description. It is now my privilege to present Roberta Burns with the Alumni Association Outstanding Senior Award. Congratulations. Now, if I could please have Mr. Jeremy Hill and his family please come forward. Jeremy has an impressive list of accomplishments for his 4 years at Westminster as well. So impressive that one of his nominators said, he epitomizes what a truly outstanding senior should be: a role model, a leader, and an inspiration to his peers. As Grand Marshal of the Skulls of Seven, Jeremy has worked with the prestigious Mystic organization, a source of support and guidance for the student body. His work as senior resident assistant has been extensive, training the resident assistants, setting their schedules, and helping to orchestrate last year's active shooter drill on campus. Jeremy is president of the Order of Omega, was president of the Student Conduct Board last year, and is senior class vice president. In his fraternity, Sigma Alpha Epsilon, he has been the president of the pledge class, philanthropy chair, and senior recruitment chair, and he worked as a strength training intern for our athletic training facility. Jeremy also exemplifies Westminster's senior service mission. He is always one of the first to show up on campus service days. He has participated in Stinson Creek cleanup days, Sigma Alpha Epsilon highway trash pickups, and ran in the philanthropy 5Ks. He put his business administration major to good use, being a member of the Blue Blazers Investment Club, doing an internship as a financial advisor with Edward Jones, and spending summer hours as the branch manager and sales representative for Vector Marketing, where he was responsible for more than $150,000 in sales for the firm and received a Top 20 in the Nation award. Jeremy is another academic all-star. One of his nominators said, he is always in the top 3% for every assignment or exam. He is a member of the Order of Omega, Alpha Chi, Alpha Lambda Delta, and Delta Mu Delta honor societies, and has also been on the Dean's List every semester. One of Jeremy's recommendations letter puts it best. On any given day, you will find Jeremy at campus events, meeting to coordinate campus activities, forming study groups, responding to late-night phone calls for help with academics or resident issues, giving feedback to better Westminster, and embracing everything it means to be a student at this great institution. Jeremy Hill is truly living the Westminster mission, and it is my honor to recognize him today as Outstanding Senior of the Year. Congratulations. Now it is my pleasure to introduce Heidi Ebersol, class of 1992 and outgoing president of the Westminster College Parents Association.
The Westminster Parents Association has been a part of Westminster College for the last 8 years, and we work to keep our parent members informed about what's happening on campus. We are the voice of parents with the college. We annually assist with the need on campus that benefits the students, and we sponsor this annual faculty award. What is unique about this award is that the faculty member recipient is selected by the graduating seniors. It is known as the Patricia Klein Liebling Parents Association Faculty Award. It is named for one of the founding members of the Parent Association, Patricia Klein Liebling, in honor of her dedication to Westminster College throughout her courageous battle with cancer. Nominees for this award are selected and voted on by the senior class. Their criteria are that the recipient is a faculty member who leads by example and demonstrates a strong commitment to all aspects of student success by being a caring and competent instructor, advisor, and mentor. This year, if ever there was a Teacher of the Year who embodies the joy of teaching, our honoree fits that description to a T. The twinkle in his eye, the beaming smile on his face, the passion in his voice, and the animation in his movement while lecturing all demonstrate his great love for teaching and the students he teaches. His research is a labor of love, which he passes on to his students. He truly believes that the whole world is a classroom and has taken his students to places like Belize, Kenya, Peru, and Ecuador. He has worked tirelessly to develop ongoing internships with several other schools for his students. He brings outside speakers to class, arranges field trips for those interested in healthcare careers, and has helped countless students gain acceptance into prestigious medical schools and nursing programs across the country. Obviously, it would take someone of extraordinary academic stature to follow in the footsteps of the legendary Cameron Day and hold the chair which bears his name. It should come as no surprise that seniors have voted this afternoon's recipient to receive this award before. He has been honored as Alpha Chi Professor of the Year. He received the Governor's Award for Excellence in Teaching and the Sears Roebuck Foundation Award for Teaching Excellence and Campus Leadership. Please join me in congratulating this year's outstanding faculty member and one of my all-time favorite professors during my time at Westminster, Dr. Mike Amespoker.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Now it is my pleasure to bring Hal Oakley, Chairman of Westminster's Board of Trustees, back to the podium.
Thank you. One does not have to walk far on this campus to appreciate the monumental role that Kent and Judy Miller have played in making Westminster the remarkable college it is today. The Miller Leadership Hall, the Miller Student Center, are symbols of their deep love of Westminster and their strong commitment to making it great. Kent's generosity is truly inspiring. He is a member of the Chancellor's Circle, the President's Club, the True Blue Society, and his dedicated service at the college as a member of the Board of Trustees since 1994 is invaluable in charting the future of this institution. Therefore, it is my privilege this afternoon to make a special presentation to honor him. The Board of Trustees has moved to grant alumnus Kent Miller an honorary degree. It is my pleasure to bring Kent to the podium for the conferral of the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters. Kent, please step forward. Kent Miller, for your outstanding contributions and service to Westminster College and humanity, and to your significant achievements in your professional life. In the name of Westminster College and by the authority vested in me by our Board of Trustees and by the State of Missouri, I hereby confer upon you, Kent Miller, the honorary degree of Doctor of Humane Letters with all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. In token thereof, we deliver to you this diploma, duly signed and sealed, and direct that you be vested with the hood, which is the symbol of the degree. We believe that you will bear this degree with distinction to yourself and with significant honor to Westminster College.
Thank you.
There's a picture, I think, somewhere. Somebody in the picture? Somewhere? Over here.
Get in the middle.
Yeah, you're in the-
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's now my privilege, I believe, to welcome Dr. Akande to the podium.
Good afternoon. What a proud day this is at Westminster College for families, friends, and definitely our graduates. The graduating class of 2017. Let's give them a hand, folks. Mark Twain said it better, that the two most important days in our lives is the day we are born and the day we discover the reason why. When you first came to Westminster, some of you knew what path you wanted to take. Some of you came to us looking for direction. Whatever the case, Westminster enabled you to find the purpose in each of you, and the support and the resources and the guidance to bring out your unique talents. As you prepare to leave us today, allow me to offer a few words to lead by. First, opportunities will come your way, but they're going to be disguised as something else. So when you encounter those opportunities, grab and hold on to them. Second, if opportunity doesn't knock, enable it by building a door. Third, your greatest accomplishments are those that you earn. And fourth, you're never too young to dream or too old to make your dreams come true. And lastly, I want to remind the graduates that we were all born originals, yet so many people spend their lives trying to be copies. I want to urge you, I want to ask you to stay original. The faculty, staff, and alumni of Westminster College are unified towards one goal, and that is to provide the intensive focus and clarity you need to take ownership of your future. And I want to appeal to you to lead with strong character and with strong principles, possessed of the will to make a difference in whatever endeavor you pursue. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you our commencement speaker, a person who has been a huge influence in bringing all of our graduates today to this point in their lives. It is my honor to introduce Dr. Carolyn Perry. Dr. Carolyn Perry, Senior Vice President of the College, Dean of Faculty, has risen through the ranks in her 25 years at Westminster College. She has seen it all, from the classroom to the boardroom, first as a professor, then as the chair of the English department, and now as a member of the cabinet. And as the Dean of Faculty, she's also played a critical role in leading faculty forward. I call her a gentle giant. I say this because she approaches every challenge with gentility, patience, and diplomacy. But just below the surface is a strength of principle and ideas that is gigantic and unwavering. Her influence on the college has been immeasurable. She has played key roles in hiring quality faculty, designing our undergraduate scholar forum, creating the Churchill Institute for Global Engagement and its international initiatives, developing online courses, and strengthening the program in our Tumnitz Family Learning Opportunity Center. But where Dr. Perry really stands out to the rest of us is her daily interaction with students, parents, professors, staff, administrators, trustees, or anyone whom she meets on campus. Everyone receives the same respect and attention, no matter what their status or disposition. And that is why she is universally beloved. She embodies Westminster's core value. And so it is my honor to have her inspire our class of 2017 graduates with her wisdom today. And so it is my great privilege to present to you our 2017 commencement speaker, Westminster College Senior Vice President, Dean of Faculty, and Professor of English, Dr. Carolyn Perry.
Well, good afternoon, and I can't begin to tell you how honored I am to give this commencement address. As someone who has spent her entire professional career at Westminster, and today I speak as a faculty member, an administrator, in many ways as a student, and also proudly as a parent of Westminster. As I thought about what to say, I would love to launch into a talk with my literature colleagues about the things we love, like post-colonial novels or environmental poetry. And I'd love to talk to parents about the world that their students are inheriting and what their place is in it. But I realize that today is for you, graduates. It's the same message I would give you if you came sit with me in my office, the stories I would want to tell you when you come by to chat. So when I consider the graduating class of 2017, I have arrived at one very simple message, and one that's not terribly eloquent for someone like me who loves writing so much. Here you have it. Westminster matters. Our little college has mattered for 166 years. It matters now, and it will matter well into the future. First and foremost, Westminster matters because it has proudly upheld its liberal arts tradition for all of these years. And I can say without hesitation that the future of our country and the future of this world depends on keeping liberal arts education strong. I know Westminster's far from perfect, but you know that it is our mission to open students' minds so that you can think innovatively, embrace diverse perspectives, reason well, problem solve creatively, develop deep and abiding values, and articulate your ideas with confidence and authority. The purpose of the liberal arts is to liberate, to free your minds and your hearts from all that holds you back, and to allow you to pursue that to which you are called with passion and conviction, not for your own good, but for the good of all. So if you've ever wondered why we have so many phenomenal Westminster graduates, it's because we have held fast to this mission all these years. Your liberal arts education is at the core of who you are and who you're becoming. But despite our lofty goals, believe it or not, Westminster has had its own challenges. Not all of our days have been sunny ones. But I rest in knowing that our institution is strong, it is solid, and when challenging times come, we hold fast to our traditions, we face challenges head on together, and we allow our challenges not only to make us stronger, but to draw us closer to one another. That's one of the many reasons that Westminster matters. Often when I need some inspiration, I'll turn to Dr. Bill Parrish's History of Westminster. Some of you have read that book. It's filled with fascinating stories throughout the ages. But this time, instead of reading the book, I went directly to the source, Dr. Parrish. I ask him what stands out the most when he thinks about the history of Westminster College, thinking that he would mention at least some of our symbolic buildings and the strength they represent. Westminster Hall burning down in 1909, giving us those historic columns. The Church of St. Mary, Aldermanbury, which was destroyed twice before it was rebuilt on our campus. The strength and beauty of those buildings represent our strength as a college. But much to my surprise, Dr. Parrish didn't mention one building. He began immediately listing name after name after name of people who have dedicated their lives to Westminster and who have infused our college with its love of learning, its enduring values, and a deep sense of caring for one another. He talked not at all about walls and bricks and mortar, but of that living spirit that is at the heart of who we are. It has been the people of Westminster who have shaped the lives of students, and the legacy in developing strong minds and hearts holds far greater permanence than our historic columns. It is the people of Westminster who, in the face of adversity, have pulled together to make this college strong for 166 years, making it matter. And it matters to us individually. I do want to take a few minutes to tell you why Westminster matters to me, just to give you one perspective among the thousands. But to do so, I need to take you back a few years to tell you how I, too, have been a student of Westminster. Okay, so as many of you know, 13 can be an awkward age. Maybe not for you. Maybe you had it all together then, but I did not. I was tall and gawky and awkward, painfully shy, and I did everything I could to keep my nose in a book, far from the public eye. The youngest of four, I watched my sister Paula, who was brilliant and exceedingly kind, and I didn't think I could ever live up to her. My sisters Judy and Beth were smart, outgoing, vivacious, so not me. I remember at one point overhearing one of my sisters, who, by the way, are amazing people and my three best friends, say to our mother, "You've got to do something about her. She is so awkward." And then, into my life, came a friend who will never know what her kindness meant to me. Her name was Kathy. She was cool. She was popular. She was a 7th grader who took the time to be my friend, even in all my awkwardness. She encouraged me to get involved in sports, run for student government, get out and have fun, and we did. By the time we were in high school together, I hadn't lost all that awkwardness, but I had gained the confidence I needed to gain some measure of success. And I am so proud that among our graduates today are Kathy Bade's own daughter, bringing my dear friend into the Westminster community forever. In college, I quickly gravitated toward an English major because then I could spend my time in the library, surrounded by piles of books, reading and writing. And it was there that I discovered an amazing secret. If you just keep reading and writing and loving learning, they give you these degrees. And at some point, you get the greatest prize of all, getting to go live on a college campus for the rest of your life. And that's how I arrived at Westminster, ready to enjoy talking about literature with my students and spending the rest of my time hiding in my office or in the library, safely surrounded by books. But Westminster, just like my friend Kathy, has this funny way of bringing academic introverts out of their shell. So many things happened that tested my strength, pushed me to grow in ways that I had absolutely no intention of growing. And once again, it was the kindness of others that paved the way. Service on committee, working with student groups, and then eventually taking my turn as department chair forced me to learn to speak up, to organize projects, to lead others. After consistent prodding from colleagues, I went on to lead the Humanities Division and learn about the business of running a small college. Westminster also pushed me to get out, first to national conferences and then overseas as well. Thanks to my dean at the time, Bob Seelinger, in 2000, our entire family had the great fortune of spending a semester in Northern England with 17 Westminster students, an experience that transformed all of our lives and opened our minds to the power of seeing the world. When a few years later, a group of teachers from our church needed someone to help them get to Hungary, where they would teach in a summer English camp for 2 weeks, I readily stepped up. Imagine my surprise when we landed in Budapest, and I was introduced as the director of the English part of the camp, something that clearly got lost in translation. But at that moment, I thought, thank goodness for Westminster College. At Westminster, I had learned that jumping up and leading has to be second nature, so I just did it. Clearly, Westminster has taught me not only to love liberal arts education, but to love the natural outgrowth of that education, which is learning to lead others. So when Dean Barney Forsythe, stepping into the president's role in the fall of 2007, called on me to serve as Dean of Faculty, even though I never imagined I could do that job, I was willing to learn. President Forsythe proved to be an excellent mentor. He taught me about small college leadership in countless ways, but above all, he taught me the importance of recruiting and holding tight to outstanding faculty. And I am so proud that I got to be part of bringing to Westminster more than half of the faculty sitting on the stage today. As you know, they are exceptional people, and I know how profoundly they have impacted your lives. Getting to be part of building this great faculty has made all of it worth it. And indeed, Westminster has transformed my life and has made me who I am today. But it wasn't just in the good days when Westminster made the difference. It was when I struggled most that I learned what our community is really all about, why Westminster matters to me. As a brand new faculty member in the early 1990s who was creating the Writing Across the Curriculum program, I worked very closely with the Dean of Faculty, who was Richard Mattingly at that time. In those days, believe it or not, faculty spent their summers on campus because that's where our computers were. You couldn't throw them in a backpack. If we needed to work, we had to work at school. Also in those days, there weren't many female faculty, and there were next to none at the point of starting a family, with all the complications that come with young children. I loved my job, but I just didn't know if I could fit in. When I realized how much I needed to work at home in the summers for the good of my family, I had to go to the dean with a question that was unheard of. Could I pack up that huge machine in my office and take it at home for the summer? I was actually petrified because in so many ways, being a young mother and a Westminster professor just didn't seem to go together. When I looked at my male colleagues and how they managed their lives, I wasn't convinced I belonged here. But Dean Mattingly listened, thought for a minute, and responded very deliberately. We'll make it work. And he did. And although it may sound like a very simple act of kindness on his part, it was the start of my efforts with colleagues like Dr. David Jones to create college policies that give faculty the flexibility they need to carve out the lives that are right for them. Because of Dean Mattingly's kindness, I knew I was in for the long haul. Since then, I have wanted every faculty member at Westminster to know that as they put down their roots at this little college, we're going to make it work for them. And I think it has, because in case you haven't noticed, there are a lot of baby blue jays running around campus these days, and there are more to come. And that is why I stand here proudly today wearing the robe passed down to me by Dean Richard Mattingly. A little worn, a bit faded, but it's a symbol to me of what it means to lead and care for the heart and soul of this institution, our faculty. Similarly, it was just about 18 months ago that I was once again reminded why Westminster matters. At that point, we were breaking in an exuberant and energetic new president, and I was completely on board with his many new initiatives. I knew that he was counting on me to help lead the way. On that day, we were in Dallas, Texas, at the home of Trustee Bill Felder, as I had gone with the president to help with an alumni and recruiting event. I received a call from my husband, Greg, who had just that very moment been diagnosed with acute leukemia. It had been discovered during a routine blood check, and so it was completely out of the blue. But it was so serious that he had to go immediately to Barnes-Jewish Hospital that very day in St. Louis. President Akande and his wife, Bola, not only made sure I got on a plane that night, but they drove me to the hospital themselves. A few days later, when I finally had a grasp on how our world had been turned upside down, I went to the president to determine what we would do. Without missing a beat, he said, "We'll make it work." And even though Greg and I have had to live in St. Louis much of the last 18 months, it has worked. Too many of my colleagues have helped pick up the slack, and I could not be more thankful for each one of them. But you know, that's the way Westminster is. We find a way to carry our struggles together. We make it work. So that's why Westminster matters to me, but you know, it also matters to you. Looking into the future, I suspect someday you will be surprised by the many times that you get it. Suddenly remembering something a professor said that now makes so much sense, or realizing that the leadership skills you possess can be traced back to a challenge you encountered in your sorority or fraternity. You will remember being pushed to try things you never thought you could do, Perhaps remember what it felt like to fail. And I sincerely hope, remember that through it all, people cared about you, wanted nothing more than to pick you up or applaud your success. I hope you have learned from Westminster just how much you matter. Okay, so now it's that time in the graduation speech when the speaker is supposed to say, and I just have 3 words of advice for you, or 5. One time at this point, the speaker said 10. I said, really? I'll give you 2. But to frame this advice, I want to set up an image for you, and that is of the signpost. If you're a hiker, you know what signposts are, because without them, we could all get pretty lost. And although Greg and I do a lot more walking these days than hiking, we try to get to the Highlands of Scotland every few years to do a bit of both. Now, the signposts along the Great Highland Way, which is a trail that runs up the western side of Scotland, can be downright hard to spot. They're often nothing more than a small square stuck on a tree or a small post sticking out of the ground. You have to be watching if you want to see them. But the rewards of watching are certainly great, particularly because getting lost in Scotland with its frequent downpours can be more than a bit unpleasant. But you have to love the Scots, who see nothing at all about lengthy hikes or walks despite the rain. A favorite signpost of mine reads, Inverness, 62 miles. Really? I love the spirit of such a silly little sign that says, if you're in it for the long haul, with plenty of rain as well as sunny days, we'll be here to point the way. So what is the point of a signpost, and what does it have to do with these 2 bits of advice? First, just as the living spirit of Westminster is more important than its hallowed halls, so are your personal signposts far more important than ones you might find along a trail. If you haven't yet spotted your signpost, it's time to start watching. Find those people in your life who will point the way for you. Start with the faculty and staff who have so masterfully cared for you over the past several years. But watch not just for success, but for how others demonstrate what it means to live well in this world. It is my hope that Westminster has helped open and expand your mind and your heart. Let yourself be challenged to explore, grow, and live a deeply authentic life, following in the footsteps of many people who live well, not just for themselves, but for others. If I could, I would list all my signposts at Westminster, but we would be here a long time. My professional career has been built on the wisdom and the kindness of my colleagues. But instead, I really need to point to the person who has been my signpost for the last 1.5 years, who has shown me the way to live in this world with courage, humility, and grace. And of course, that's my husband, Greg. A man of deep faith, he has faced his illness with resounding courage. He refuses to deny the reality of his situation, but he is so eager to live, really enjoying the small things, like his standard Saturday morning cup of coffee at Coffee Zone, laughing out loud at his own jokes, picking out the theme song for our Sunday night Google chats with our 3 daughters. At the same time, he humbly and willingly accepts the help and the prayers of others, both of which have been an incredible source of strength for us. Working through this time together has profoundly impacted my life, and as strange as this might be to say, I'm thankful for this challenge. I have learned so much from him about how to slow down, take deep breaths, make every day count, enjoy. I'm so thankful to have on my life's journey such a great person by my side. So be watching for those people who will show you the way and make the most of those relationships. Take time to learn from them because they will change your life. Let those you admire teach you how to live well with passion for your work, generosity of spirit, and kindness for those around you. And let those signposts teach you how to live well, not just on the sunny days, but through the downpours as well. But at the same time, you've got to know that you are already signposts yourselves. There are people watching you already, watching how you respond to stress, how you treat those in need, how you spend your time, your energy, your money, what you give yourselves to and why. Your generation sees the world in different ways than mine does, and you challenge me with your values, your choices, your insistence on justice. I'm so thankful for the signposts that my 3 daughters have already become as part of your generation, and I look forward to the rest of my life because my daughters have already challenged me to be a better person than I knew I could be. And indeed, it is now your time to take the reins and chart the course of our future. These days, many people like to make predictions about what that future looks like, and it's both exciting and terrifying. Some predict that in 10 years, half of college education will be done on an iPhone. Yeah. Another predicts that in 20 years, 70% of the jobs we know will be gone and replaced with ones we haven't even imagined yet. According to the Smithsonian, 3D printers will soon be spitting out the shoes on your feet, and potentially as well, a kidney that you may need transplanted. Self-driving electric cars will replace cars as we know them. Software will be king, disrupting every industry as we now know it. But the best thing of all, you will be leading the way. You will be the one sorting it all out, making it work. And as you do so, I'm certain that, like me, you will find yourself saying, thank goodness for Westminster College, which taught you to think and innovate, problem solve and lead, and you will do well. But the other troubling aspect of the world that is coming is that it encourages us to separate ourselves from each other. Major business deals around the world can be done through video conferencing without a single handshake. More and more of your work can be done remotely without the need for sitting down face to face, reasoning together, encouraging each other, finding solutions together. That future was made for my 13-year-old self and maybe my 30-year-old self who wanted to hide out alone in the library. But the truth is, we will always need each other, up close, wrestling with the problems of the world together, always. And so the world will desperately need leaders of intelligence, character, and integrity, and with critical leadership abilities that are becoming all too rare. You have these precious tools. Be prepared to use them. That's what a liberal arts education is all about, and that's why your education matters. One of the greatest songwriters of our time, Mary Chapin Carpenter, who, by the way, calls herself a liberal arts junkie, once wrote, "We have two lives. One we're given, and the other we create. From now on, you will be actively engaged in creating your life, and at the same time, you will help create the future." So as you make life choices, realize that you're carrying Westminster with you and the values of our great college, and hold tight to those values, allowing them to guide you. Choose paths that make you strong and make you proud, knowing that others are watching, that you are leading them. Never underestimate the influence you have on others, especially in the hard times. It is now your turn to lead, and we are counting on you to show us the way forward. Be successful, but choose service and significance over success. Find your joy in showing others what it means to live with authenticity, integrity, and generosity of spirit. And never, ever forget how much you matter. As silly as it sounds, together we are Westminster. We are that loving, nurturing, challenging, sometimes maddening, exhausting, determined community of learners that understands the great value of our little college in America's heartland, where students and faculty and staff come to be transformed. It is now time for you to take your place among those Westminster graduates who will lead the way to a better future. And as you go from here to create your lives, I hope you will take with you the ability and commitment to think well, but also a commitment to live well, grounded in the values you have learned at Westminster. So stay true to yourselves, because you matter so much. Thank you for giving us hope. Thank you for making us proud. Thank you. Thank you so much. Never dreamed I could do that, and it was a lot of fun. So now I would like to invite Dr. Jones to the podium to the left, and President Conde to come to this podium for the presentation of diplomas, the moment you have all been waiting for. Congratulations.
To those of you who have completed the requirements for the degree, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Westminster College and by the State of Missouri, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelors of Arts with all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. To those of you who have not completed the requirement, I recognize you and authorize that the degree be awarded to you upon completion of the additional work.
New graduates, you will now come to the stage to receive your diplomas from President Akande. As you reach the stage, I will read your names, hometown, majors, and note any honors you have received based on your performance at the end of the fall semester. Once you have reached the stage, you will move to shake hands with Chairman Oakley. Then you will continue to President Akande for a congratulatory handshake and to receive your diploma and pose for a photo. After leaving the stage, you will please stop on the X at the bottom of the stairs to have a second photo taken with you holding up your diploma in front of yourselves. Family members, this is what we call a photo opportunity. We have set aside an area to your left of the stage, my right over here, where family members and friends may take pictures. We ask that you not come forward to take pictures until it is time for your family member or friend to receive the diploma. Then, please return to your seats as soon as you have captured the moment so that others may have a similar opportunity. Adesola Adeyemo from Lagos, Nigeria, majoring in transnational studies. Arani Adusimili from Hyderabad, India, majoring in business administration. Kelly Marie Albrecht from Houston, Missouri, majoring in political science and security studies. Guled Ali from Hargeisa, Somalia, majoring in chemistry and graduating cum laude. Kristen Brooke Alley from Little Rock, Arkansas, majoring in business communication. Gordon Young Allison Jr. from Fayetteville, Arkansas, majoring in transnational studies and international studies and graduating magna cum laude. Nafal Amjad from the Maldives, majoring in political science. Olivia Bess Ando from Tulsa, Oklahoma, majoring in environmental science and biology, graduating cum laude. John Robert Antel from Columbia, Missouri, majoring in information technology. Tirso Tomas Aquino from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in psychology. Scovia Aweko from Kampala, Uganda, majoring in political science, international business, and with a self-designed major in peace and conflict studies. Rachel Elizabeth Bade from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating cum laude. Ann Elizabeth Baker from Mexico, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating summa cum laude, and a member of Alpha Chi. Ahmed M. Bakai from Islamabad, Pakistan, majoring in environmental science. Alexandra Marie Bauer from Greenville, Illinois, majoring in security studies. Abigail Sharon Bax from Jefferson City, Missouri, majoring in education curriculum studies and Spanish. Andrew George Benner from Fulton, Missouri, majoring in security studies. Allison Lynn Biggs from Baldwin, Missouri, majoring in security studies. Andrew David Biscan from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Miller Jacob Bowles from Ashland, Missouri, majoring in secondary education and political science. Rachel Nicole Brinker from Washington, Missouri, majoring in secondary education and mathematics. Lucas James Brown of Oz, Missouri, majoring in education curriculum studies. Erica Fawn Burney from Mobile, Alabama, majoring in psychology and graduating cum laude. Roberta Llewellyn Burns from Stoutsville, Missouri, majoring in business communication and business administration, graduating summa cum laude, a member of Alpha Chi, and graduating with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Carson Daniel Butts from Gilbert, Arizona, majoring in accounting and finance. Rebecca Elena Cameron from Chicago, Illinois, majoring in history and religious studies. Joshua Joseph Carboni from Cedar Hill, Missouri, majoring in sociology and anthropology, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Elizabeth Ann Carthen from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in psychology, graduating cum laude. Keegan Chance Kavanaugh from Jackson, Missouri, majoring in sports management. Melissa Marie Chaidez from Kingdom City, Missouri, majoring in biology and Spanish. Michael Chitawo from Lilongwe, Malawi, majoring in political science. Janie Lee Kaufman from Avaz, Missouri, majoring in biology. Janie's diploma will be presented by her mother, Sandra Kaufman, a member of the Westminster staff. Lydia Jane Colvin from St. Peters, Missouri, majoring in business administration and graduating magna cum laude. Tanner Ryan Cooper from Columbia, Missouri, majoring in mathematics, graduating cum laude. Jordan Wade Cox of Lee's Summit, Missouri, majoring in economics with honors and graduating summa cum laude. David Hubert Craighead from Calwood, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Kate Christine Crawford from Maastricht, the Netherlands, majoring in business communication, graduating cum laude. Trey Connor Delkamp from Jefferson City, Missouri, majoring in exercise science and Spanish. Brandon Philip Dermond from Petaluma, California, with a self-designed major in sport program development. Tenzin Dolker from Tibet, majoring in chemistry. Justin Michael Dye from Mount Vernon, Illinois, with a self-designed major in applied science entrepreneurship. Elizabeth Ashley Dyson from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in elementary education, graduating summa cum laude, and a member of Alpha Chi. Adrienne Nicole Ebersole of Fulton, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating magna cum laude. Adrienne's diploma will be presented by her mother, Heidi Ebersole, president of the Westminster Parents Association. Jacob Roy Ellis from Columbia, Missouri, majoring in education curriculum studies. Mustafa Mohammed Elmi from Hargeisa, Somaliland, majoring in transnational studies and a self-designed major in political economy, graduating magna cum laude. Gregory Edward Evans from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in English. Madison Renee Felderworth from O'Fallon, Missouri, majoring in psychology, graduating summa cum laude, a member of Alpha Chi, and with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Kylie Nicole Farrow from Fulton, Missouri, majoring in elementary education. Caitlin Mary Fitzpatrick from Batavia, Illinois, majoring in business administration. Ashley Lynn Fogel from Fulton, Missouri, majoring in elementary education. Cody Christopher Ford from Florissant, Missouri, majoring in political science. Nicholas Alexander Ford from Florissant, Missouri, majoring in political science. Dustin Matthew Freeman from Hugo, Oklahoma, majoring in mathematics. Jake Clemens Gall from Baldwin, Missouri, majoring in business administration.
All right, Jake. Congratulations.
Avinash Viswanath Garud from Pune, India, majoring in computer science. Courtney Elizabeth Gallagher from Weldon Spring, Missouri, majoring in English, Graduating summa cum laude, a member of Alpha Chi, and with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Tanner Lee Gentges from Westphalia, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Peter Daniel Gerber from San Pedro Sula, Honduras, majoring in international business. Andrew David Godfrey from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in business communication. Hunter Ryan Gomez from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, majoring in history and secondary education. Sarah Jane Elizabeth Gooding from Kansas City, Missouri, majoring in biochemistry. Marissa Elizabeth Gossett from Fenton, Missouri, majoring in elementary education. Cooper Jackson Green from Columbia, Missouri, majoring in biochemistry. Amy Dawn Green from Springfield, Missouri, majoring in environmental science. Frankie Lee Griesbach III from Ashland, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Andrew Paul Gregoni from St. Louis, Missouri, with a self-designed major in computational psychology. Peyton Lee Gruber from Paris, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Marissa Marie Hackbarth from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in biology and English. Allison Page Hahn from O'Fallon, Missouri, majoring in mathematics and with a self-designed major in actuary science, graduating cum laude. Peyton McKinley Hall from Holt Summit, Missouri, majoring in early childhood education. Terasai V. Hamazaripi from Harare, Zimbabwe, majoring in business administration. Paige Ruthann Harris from Ladonia, Missouri, majoring in biochemistry and international business, graduating cum laude. Clayton Michael Harrison from Russellville, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Caleb Joshua Herr from O'Fallon, Missouri, majoring in security studies and transnational studies. Jeremy Cole Hill from Ashland, Missouri, majoring in business administration and exercise science, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Kelsey Ann Hill from Green Valley, Missouri, majoring in exercise science, graduating cum laude. Brittany Jean Hodge from Belleville, Illinois, majoring in exercise science and sports management, graduating magna cum laude. Benjamin Edward Holterman from Freeburg, Missouri, majoring in accounting and business administration.
Congratulations.
Brennan Thomas Horn from Lowman, Missouri, majoring in biology.
Brennan, congratulations.
Mallory Elizabeth Hubbard from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating magna cum laude. Kylie Renee Huck from O'Fallon, Missouri, majoring in secondary education, PE K through 12. David Kondoa Emmanuel from Windhoek, Namibia, majoring in business administration and international business. Arnold Sievers Yeager from O'Fallon, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Joshua A. Jaycox from Fenton, Missouri, majoring in physics. Alyssa Lynn Johnson from Midlothian, Illinois, majoring in business administration and graduate magna cum laude. Sydney Michelle Kaiser from Jefferson City, Missouri, majoring in elementary education, graduating cum laude. Chansa Kataule from Lusaka, Zambia, majoring in international business and business administration. Kelly Ginny Kavanaugh from Eureka, Missouri, majoring in biology. Laura Ann Kelly from Lone Jack, Missouri, majoring in biochemistry, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Henji Kim from Gumi, South Korea, majoring in business administration and international business, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. David Donley Kirby from Fulton, Missouri, majoring in sports management. David's diploma will be presented by his father, Dr. Pat Kirby, a retired member of the Westminster staff. Amanda Teresa Kiso from Wardsville, Missouri, majoring in psychology, graduating magna cum laude. Veronica Michelle Lake from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in English and philosophy. Pierre Kendi Lamour from Naples, Florida, majoring in international business and French. Drew Joseph Lanter from St. Peters, Missouri, majoring in accounting. Marissa Lynn Landwehr from Gerald, Missouri, majoring in early childhood education and graduating magna cum laude. Gabrielle Elizabeth LaRose from O'Fallon, Missouri, majoring in biochemistry. Shelby Marie Ledgerwood from Clarksville, Tennessee, majoring in psychology. Ella Morgan Leslie from Lee Summit, Missouri, majoring in biochemistry, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Xinfu Li from Jiangsu, China, majoring in economics. Danielle Marie Laurenscheit from St. Peters, Missouri, majoring in biology and graduating magna cum laude. Oyush Manandhar from Kathmandu, Nepal, majoring in transnational studies with a self-designed major in political economy, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Emir Mansfield from Sarajevo, Bosnia and Herzegovina, majoring in business administration. Juan Jose Manzo Ramirez from Guatemala City, Guatemala, majoring in political science and transnational studies. Kaylee Marie Marchand from O'Fallon, Missouri, majoring in early childhood education, graduating magna cum laude. Javier Martin Ortega from Coslada, Spain, majoring in sports management. Mtobisi Museko from Simungi, Swaziland, majoring in political science and economics with honors, graduating magna cum laude. Lacey Ray Matison from Mexico, Missouri, majoring in education curriculum studies. Daniel Wayne McElroy from Lee Summit, Missouri, majoring in business administration, graduating magna cum laude. Madison Diane McKinley from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in middle school education, graduating cum laude. Price Jacob Mintemeyer from Hartsburg, Missouri, majoring in English. Bailey Francis Mitchell from Fulton, Missouri, majoring in English and mathematics and graduating magna cum laude. Andrew Lee Moore from Fulton, Missouri, majoring in physics and chemistry. Allison Nicole Moulton from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating magna cum laude. Taylor Ann Moyer from O'Fallon, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating magna cum laude. Connor Gerald Minnix from Loose Creek, Missouri, majoring in business administration and accounting, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Ethan Nicholas Muffett from Florissant, Missouri, majoring in exercise science. Ethan's diploma is being presented by his stepfather, Dr. Bob Coles, a member of the Westminster faculty. Zachariah E. Nelson from Kansas City, Kansas, majoring in security studies. Zachary Lee Norton from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating cum laude. Kwame Odeme from Accra, Ghana, majoring in computer science and information technology, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Ashley Michelle Osborne from Trenton, Missouri, with a self-designed major in event and corporation meeting coordination. Odayo Oluwaseun Michael Oyesanya from Norman, Oklahoma, majoring in business administration and sports management. Robin Lane Parkinson from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in mathematics and political science, graduating summa cum laude, a member of Alpha Chi, and with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Erin Joy Perry from Jefferson City, Missouri, majoring in religious studies with a self-designed major in nonprofit leadership, graduating cum laude. Erin's diploma is presented by her mother, Dr. Carolyn Perry, Senior Vice President of the college and Dean of Faculty. Grant Joseph Peterson from Chillicothe, Missouri, with a self-designed major in criminal justice, law, and security, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Ian Albert Platinik from Phoenix, Arizona, majoring in business administration and international business. Corey James Pollock from Ladonia, Missouri, majoring in sports management. Mahima Podel from Kathmandu, Nepal, majoring in political science. Manohar Pradhan from Kathmandu, Nepal, majoring in chemistry and graduating magna cum laude. Alexandra Nicole Rauscher from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in secondary education, graduating summa cum laude, and a member of Alpha Chi. Kayla Ray Reed from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in finance, graduating cum laude. Alexis Kathleen Richards from Florissant, Missouri, majoring in psychology. Blake Dakota Norton Riddle from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in sports management. Adam Richard Riggs from Quincy, Illinois, majoring in biochemistry, graduating summa cum laude, and a member of Alpha Chi. Kurt Timothy Reinhardt from Overland Park, Kansas, majoring in business administration. Michael Eric Rondon from St. Charles, Illinois, majoring in security studies. Caitlin Nicole Sampson from Kansas City, Missouri, majoring in psychology. Kenneth John Schmidt III from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in accounting and finance. Allison Nicole Schott from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in environmental science. Nicole Christine Schubert from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in psychology. Samuel Ian Schumacher from Kansas City, Missouri, with majors in transnational studies and a self-designed major in international business and politics, graduating magna cum laude. Seema Maruti Shade from Pune, India, with a major in information technology. Mason Eli Sherman from Columbia, Missouri, majoring in mathematics and graduating summa cum laude. Jacob Frank Schill from Mesa, Arizona, with a major in information technology. Haley Jane Short from Wildwood, Missouri, majoring in business communication, graduating cum laude. Shahil Prasad from Lalitpur, Nepal, majoring in economics and transnational studies, graduating magna cum laude. Amber Jo Simmerman from Waterloo, Iowa, majoring in history, graduating cum laude. Brett Alexander Simon from St. Peters, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Delaney Brianne Smith from Jefferson City, Missouri, majoring in biology. Patrick McKenna Souders from Eldon, Missouri, majoring in biology. Zachary Matthew Stafford from Belleville, Illinois, majoring in environmental studies and history.
Big sexy, what's up?
Kyle Richard Stokes from Jefferson City, Missouri, majoring in environmental science and also with a self-designed major in art and environment, graduating magna cum laude.
All right, sweet. Okay. You want to get it? You want to get it?
It's all you. Yeah.
Scott Ryan Stroall from Fulton, Missouri, majoring in sports management and sociology. Caitlin Elizabeth Stupperich from Steedman, Missouri, majoring in psychology. Serene Tamrakar from Kathmandu, Nepal, majoring in business administration and international business, graduating magna cum laude. Glenn Charles Tubner from Jefferson City, Missouri, majoring in biology and graduating cum laude. Mahogany Savoy Thomas from Columbia, Missouri, majoring in religious studies and with a self-designed major in queer theology, graduating summa cum laude. Jessica Marie Tomachek from Hannibal, Missouri, majoring in biochemistry. Tyler Neil Thurman from Joplin, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating magna cum laude. Paige Allison Townsend from Nixa, Missouri, majoring in business communication, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Drake Allen Treese from Nixa, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Sopa Sewang from Tibet, India, majoring in business administration and information technology. Caitlin Ann Valentine from Lee Summit, Missouri, majoring in elementary education, graduating summa cum laude, a member of Alpha Chi, and with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Percy Mark Van Ocht from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in economics with honors and finance, graduating cum laude. Aubrey Lynn Van Verlo from Quincy, Illinois, majoring in biochemistry, graduating magna cum laude. Andrew Joseph Vitale from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in information technology. Faith Brianne Walkley from Norman, Oklahoma, majoring in political science. Kristen Ann Warnicki from St. Peters, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Michael Lynn Washington II from Holt Summit, Missouri, with a self-designed major in sports management and youth programming. Michael's diploma is being presented by his stepfather, Coach John Welty, a member of the Westminster faculty. Caitlin Brianna Welshmeyer from Tebbets, Missouri, majoring in psychology. Catherine Jane Wetzel from Clinton, Missouri, majoring in biology, graduating cum laude. Alexander Whalen from Avaz, Missouri, majoring in secondary education and English, graduating cum laude. John David Whitman from Chesterfield, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Jack Christopher Williams from St. Louis, Missouri, majoring in business administration. Dakota Parker Wilson from Kansas City, Missouri, majoring in chemistry. Allison Joy Wingert from Ozark, Missouri, majoring in early childhood education. Ellen Margret Woolsey from Marshall, Missouri, majoring in biology. Haocheng Xia from Beijing, China, majoring in mathematics. Graduating summa cum laude, a member of Alpha Chi and with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Andrea Marie Zales from Rolla, Missouri, majoring in early childhood education, graduating summa cum laude and a member of Alpha Chi. Please stand for the singing of the first verse and refrain of the Alma Mater, led by members of our graduating class who are members of the Churchill Singers. We ask that you remain standing for the benediction, which will follow. For those of you not familiar with the alma mater, it is printed on the last page of your program.
And now receive this benediction. We stand on holy ground, witnesses to the sacred moment when beginning and end and beginning collide, calling us, beckoning us toward a story still unwritten. As your narrative unfolds, may love be your language, compassion your text, grace your guide. May you seek the still small voice that waits within, savor ever elusive truths, and make your home. Write your life amidst those who honor good, live simply, and act justly. May you seek the questions and give more than you have received. May liberation be upon your lips and deep peace the song of your soul. Go now in love, graduates of Westminster College, go now in love. And may the Lord, who overcomes all differences, heals all wounds, who puts flight to all fears and reconciles all who are separated, be in us and among us, now and always. Amen.
This concludes the commencement ceremony. The traditional column ceremony will follow. We ask that you remain standing while the platform party, the Board of Trustees, and the faculty leave the auditorium. Once they have departed, the Skulls of Seven will dismiss families and guests to go to the Hill for the ceremony. A golf cart shuttle is available on the north side of Champ for those that need assistance. For those needing such assistance, please exit through the north doors to my left, right over here. While families are departing for the Hill, all graduates should take their seats and await final instructions. Once all guests have time to get to the columns, the new graduates, Board of Trustees members, faculty, and platform party will process to the Hill for the column ceremony. I declare this convocation of Westminster College is closed.